Sly Stone wasn't just a musician, he was a revolution in motion. A genius who cracked open the rigid walls of American music and poured in color, truth, and soul. In the late 1960s, while the world burned with protests and division, Sly stood on stage with a multiracial, multigender band, Sly and the Family Stone, and told the world, "I am everyday people." With tracks like Dance to the Music, Family Affair, and Thank You for Letting Me Be Myself Again, Sly gave the world more than funk. He gave us freedom in sound. Critics say James Brown invented funk, but Sly Stone perfected it. He fused gospel, rock, soul, and psychedelia into something nobody had ever heard before. His sound made you dance, but his lyrics made you think, made you feel, made you see each other differently. But behind the rhythm was pain, addiction, paranoia, legal battles, and a music industry that took more than it ever gave back. Sly, once one of the most sampled, celebrated artists in history, spent his final years living out of a van in Los Angeles, fighting for royalties, while his masterpieces played on platforms he couldn't even access. In 2023, he told his story in a memoir, and on June 9th, 2025, the world lost a true legend. But legends don't really die. Sly Stone's music is in every beat that dares to be different, in every artist who stands up for change, in every voice that dares to speak truth through sound. He was funk, he was soul, he was rebellion, and though they tried to silence him, we're still dancing. Thank you for letting me be myself again, Sly Stone. But the story doesn't stop there. Let's go back. Sly Stone and Muhammad Ali aired on The Mike Douglas Show in 1974, an unforgettable interview. Muhammad Ali, if you became a politician, couldn't you help the black community? No, because I'd have to fly the white man's flag over me. No, you don't. We can change that flag. Ali tells Sly, "Brother, I'm not arguing with you about changing the color of the flag. That's what they want, us to fight amongst each other. I'm talking about helping our people. I ain't got no beef with no brother." White panelist. "But Sly, if it weren't for white folks buying your records, you wouldn't be big," Muhammad said. "Not true. There's over 40 million black people in this country who love his music. Sly doesn't need a white audience to be great." "Man, America wouldn't be nothing if it wasn't for my people. We slaved and worked for hundreds of years. You white folks talk about not coming to my fights, but if it weren't for us, you wouldn't even have a country. We built this land. We fought in all your wars. We were lynched. We were murdered. Now we've got prostitution in the streets of New York, dope problems, gang violence, no love for ourselves, no respect for our women. We got no land, no property. 400 years of slavery made this the richest country on earth. But none of you politicians talk about reparations. You didn't do the lynching, but your people did. They stole our property and passed it down to you. So yes, you're still guilty because you keep it for yourself. The land, the property, the election systems, everything is still yours." Sly replied to them, "Right on, brother. Rest in peace, Sly Stone and Muhammad Ali." This is Rich News on the Daily News Buzz. Please like, share and subscribe for more insights into the legends who shape our world.